Becoming parents marks a profound and irreversible shift in any relationship. The dynamics that once defined a couple's life together, spontaneity, romance, private time, are often replaced by a constant focus on the baby's needs. This shift isn't just logistical, it affects emotional rhythms, priorities, and how love is expressed and received. Couples often underestimate how deeply this transition can shake their connection, even when the baby is very much wanted and adored. The biggest change is often the redistribution of energy. What was once available for each other is now divided, often unevenly, between feedings, sleep schedules, emotional overwhelm, and the mental load of parenting. This can lead to one or both partners feeling neglected, misunderstood, or disconnected, not because love has disappeared, but because love now competes with exhaustion and responsibility. Before the baby, affection may have been expressed through date nights, thoughtful surprises, or extended conversations. After the baby, affection might look like folding the laundry without being asked or letting the other partner sleep an extra hour. These new love languages can feel invisible if both partners are expecting romance to look like it did before. Understanding and accepting this evolution is essential for reconnection. Resentment often builds in the shadows of unspoken expectations. If one partner feels they're carrying more of the parenting burden, or if the other feels sidelined emotionally, tension can simmer beneath daily interactions. Talking openly about these feelings can feel risky, but is the first step toward restoring emotional balance and empathy. Physical intimacy can take a back seat, and not just because of fatigue or physical recovery. The mental space required to feel emotionally close is often crowded out. One partner might crave closeness while the other simply wants space to breathe. Learning to communicate these needs without blame or guilt helps build a bridge between two very different experiences of the same transition. Identity shifts also play a big role. One or both partners may feel like they've lost a sense of who they were. New parents often struggle with reconciling their roles as lovers and caregivers. The person you married may seem temporarily hidden behind diapers, work schedules, and milk-stained pajamas. It's important to remember that your partner is still in there, even if they seem changed. The distribution of household duties becomes more emotionally charged post-baby. Tasks that were once done casually can now feel like acts of love, or weapons in a growing list of imbalances. Rather than keeping mental score, intentional conversations about fairness, expectations, and appreciation can prevent those small daily stresses from becoming major emotional rifts. Communication patterns often need to be rewritten. Exhausted couples may resort to short, clipped sentences, or avoid deep conversations altogether. But avoiding tough talks only deepens disconnection. Finding new ways to express feelings, even if imperfectly, keeps emotional doors open when everything else feels closed. The baby often becomes the center of the universe, and that's understandable. But couples who lose sight of their partnership may find that they've drifted apart without realizing it. Making the relationship a priority doesn't mean loving the baby any less. It actually models a healthy, loving bond that benefits the child in the long run. Jealousy can unexpectedly arise. One partner may feel the other is giving all their attention to the baby, while they are left behind. These emotions can feel confusing and shameful, but they're not uncommon. Acknowledging them without judgment opens space for honest, healing conversations. Finances can strain the relationship post-baby. Between reduced income, childcare costs, and increased expenses, stress about money can quickly morph into conflict. Tackling these concerns as a team, rather than placing blame, helps preserve emotional unity in the face of material stress. Social dynamics change as well. One or both partners may feel isolated from their previous friendships or miss the social connection they once enjoyed. The loss of social freedom can intensify feelings of frustration or sadness, which then spill into the relationship if left unacknowledged. Sleep deprivation is a major emotional disruptor. When both partners are running on fumes, patience wears thin. Small issues can escalate quickly. Having grace for each other's short tempers or forgetfulness, and making rest a shared goal, can reduce unnecessary conflict and increase compassion. Roles and responsibilities may shift in unexpected ways. The parent who thought they'd naturally handle night feeds may struggle, while the other unexpectedly thrives. Being flexible in these evolving roles, instead of rigidly sticking to preconceived expectations, helps partners grow together rather than grow apart. Grandparents, in-laws, and extended family can introduce pressure or judgment, especially if parenting philosophies clash. Aligning as a couple in the face of outside opinions helps solidify the relationship and creates a united front, reducing feelings of isolation or misunderstanding. Sometimes the baby becomes the couple's only shared topic of conversation. While parenting is a huge part of life now, rediscovering shared interests or simply talking about something else can remind both partners who they were before and still are beneath the titles of mom and dad. The mental load, especially for the primary caregiver, can be overwhelming. This includes remembering appointments, managing supplies, and planning daily routines. When one partner feels they're carrying an invisible burden, resentment can grow. Sharing this load thoughtfully supports both emotional connection and practical peace. Guilt is a common emotion post-baby. Guilt for wanting space, for not doing enough, for missing the old life. When guilt is unspoken, it festers. When it's shared, it softens. Acknowledging these feelings in a safe, judgment-free zone between partners builds emotional intimacy and reduces inner tension. The shift isn't always negative. It can also bring a new kind of closeness. Surviving sleepless nights, learning how to care for another human together, and facing new challenges can deepen love in unexpected ways. But it requires attention, patience, and a willingness to grow together rather than apart. The post-baby relationship shift is not a sign of failure. It's a natural evolution. Relationships aren't static, and parenthood is a powerful force of change. Couples who embrace this transformation with curiosity, empathy, and commitment often emerge stronger, more connected, and with a deeper understanding of love than ever before.